It's been said over and over again by you, by President Trump, about what great friends the United States and Israel are. Sometimes friends get mad at each other. There have been reports that it's been a little bit testy between you and President Trump, obviously on a very complicated issue having to do with what do we do about Iran. You're a closer neighbor, so you got a bigger problem than we do. But tell me, how would you describe currently your relationship with President Trump and with the United States?
Well, I'll describe it the way President Trump described it. He said it couldn't be better. But as you say, friends can have agreements and disagreements. We agree on just about everything, but there are areas of disagreement. I just mentioned one of them, which is providing F-35s to Turkey. I think this is not a good thing. And by the way, what I'm telling you, I say to my friend Donald Trump, the President of the United States, in private conversations. It's not that it's not that I'm hiding it, or I feel confident enough in our friendship, in our alliance, that I can tell him what I think is important for the interests of protecting Israel, and he tells me what he thinks is important for the interests of the United States. This is a real friendship, a real alliance. As in any friendship, in any family, you can have broad agreements and some disagreements. Nothing bad from that.
How far are we from phase 2 with Hamas? I mean, I sort of expected that to be a lot faster, the Hamas disarming. Is Hamas going to disarm? Are we ever going to get to phase 2?
No, they're doing everything to avoid that. They don't want to disarm, and they certainly don't want Gaza to be demilitarized. They just want to continue tyrannizing the Gaza population there and launching terrorist raids into Israel. They can't do that right now because we're basically enveloping them with our brave soldiers. So they refuse to disarm. They refuse to demilitarize. They're basically, trying to cheat their way out of their commitments, and we shouldn't let them do that. I will say that, we passed just a few days ago a seminal date, the 250th anniversary of the United States. I want to send on this opportunity too our congratulations to the American people, because the United States of America has been the sentinel of security and peace and freedom. And if it weren't for the United States, Nazism could have won, or Stalinism could have won, and we would have entered into a dark age for God knows how many hundreds of years. So the United States has been the guardian of freedom, and we in Israel, a free, democratic country, we salute the United States. I know there are a lot of discussions, there are a lot of arguments inside America, which is a robust democracy. We have a lot of arguments inside Israel. We're a robust democracy too. But I never lose sight of the fact that it is the ability to have disagreements that marks a free country. And so many of the regimes around us, beginning with Iran and in Turkey too, they don't let this open discussion happen, because if you disagree with the regime, you end up in jail. That's not the American way, and it's not the Israeli way. And thank God we have our two democracies to continue the tradition of freedom and open discourse.
Mr. Prime Minister, thank you very much. It's always nice to talk to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.